Hey, what's going on over there? Nothing? You caused an earthquake over nothing. Oh, no need to be sorry. I may have been exaggerating. I mean, if you wanted to catapult me off the pillow I sleep on, I'm sure you could do it pretty easily. It's okay to be frustrated sometimes. Happens to everybody. Want to talk about it? No? Would you like a forehead kiss about it? Okay, I'm going to suavely slide down my pillow and... Wow! Nailed it. Consider your forehead kissed. Good girl. Now, are you ready to tell me what's frustrating you? Oh, that sucks. They update those audiobook apps so often, and they always break. I know you like to listen to them as you go to sleep. Yeah, I have an idea. Why do you always assume that what I have in mind is spicy? Only sometimes. A lot of times. But not always. Okay, my grand, wholesome plan is that I read to you before you sleep. Why not? What are you reading? Listening to, I mean. You know what I mean. I won't make fun of you for what you read. When have I ever done that? Okay, there was one time you absolutely could not find Waldo, and it kept getting more funny as the hours ticked on. No, babe, it was hours. So tell me, please, I won't judge. Pride and Prejudice. Solid. Love me some Austen. Yeah, I know I'm a dude. Tiny, but still a dude. Remember, I'm a dude with an English degree. You don't make it out of there alive without reading P&P, and I like it. Besides, you're my Lizzie. Oh, I agree. I'm no Mr. Darcy. I'm more a Heathcliff. Not from Wuthering Heights, the cartoon cat. You know, a charming little guy, always getting up to mischief. You just can't help but love him. So I can read it for you? No, I will not do the accent. No, I will not camp it up when I'm doing a woman's voice. That sounds like something we would do together to goof around, not doze off. No, I will not comment on parts of the book very much. What's that? We little people with our quiet voices sometimes hard for giant ears to hear. Hey! Stop poking me. Stop it. Okay, I give. I said I wouldn't comment on things very much. The second sentence starts with however, but okay, again with the poking. Stop it, or I'll switch halfway through your chick lit and start reading Blood Meridian and give you wacky nightmares. Shall we get started, Miss Bennett? Yeah. Who better to read British chick lit than a dude with an American accent? Okay, love. Are you ready? Get comfy. Breathe evenly. Deeply. Okay. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Part 1. Chapter 1. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. However, little known the feelings or views of such a man may be on his first entering a neighborhood. This truth is so well fixed in the minds of the surrounding families that he is considered the rightful property of someone or other of their daughters. "My dear Mr. Bennet," said his lady to him one day, "have you heard that Netherfield Park is let at last?" Mr. Bennet replied that he had not. "But it is," returned she. for Mrs. Long has just been here, and she told me all about it." Mr. Bennet made no answer. "Do you not want to know who has taken it?" cried his wife impatiently. "You want to tell me, and I have no objection to hearing it." This was invitation enough. "Why, my dear, you must know. Mrs. Long says that Netherfield is taken by a young man of large fortune from the north of England, that he came down on Monday in a chaise and four to see the place, and was so much delighted with it that he agreed with Mr. Morris immediately that he is to take possession before Michaelmas, and some of his servants are to be in the house by the end of next week." Sorry, babe, a little bit of stuttering there. "What is his name?" "Bingley." "Is he married or single?" "Oh, single, my dear, to be sure. A single man of large fortune, 4,000 or 5,000 a year. What a fine thing for our girls." "How so? How can it affect them?" "My dear Mr. Bennet," replied his wife, "how can you be so tiresome? You must know that I am thinking of his marrying one of them." "Is this his design in settling here?" "Design? Nonsense! How can you talk so? But it is very likely that he may fall in love with one of them, and therefore you must visit him as soon as he comes." "I see no occasion for that. You and the girls may go, or you may send them by themselves, which perhaps will be still better, for as you are as handsome as any of them, Mr. Bingley may like you the best of the party." "My dear, you flatter me. I certainly have had my share of beauty, but I do not pretend to be anything extraordinary now. When a woman has 5 grown-up daughters, she ought to give over thinking of her own beauty." "In such cases, a woman has not often much beauty to think of." "But, my dear, you must indeed go and see Mr. Bingley when he comes into the neighborhood." "It's more than I engage for, I assure you." "But consider your daughters. Only think what an establishment it would be for one of them. Sir William and Lady Lucas are determined to go, merely on the account, for in general, you know they visit no newcomers. Indeed, you must go, for it will be impossible for us to visit him if you do not." "You are over-scrupulous, surely, I dare say. Mr. Bingley will be very glad to see you, and I will send a few lines by you to assure him of my hearty consent to his marriage, whichever he chooses of the girls, though I must throw in a good word for my little Lizzie." "I desire you will do no such thing. Lizzie is not a bit better than the others, and I am sure she is not half so handsome as Jane, nor half so good-humored as Lydia. But you are always giving her the preference." "They have none of them much to recommend them," replied he. "They are all silly and ignorant like other girls, but Lizzie has something more of a quickness than her sisters." "Mr. Bennet, how can you abuse your own children in such a way? You take delight in vexing me. You have no compassion for my poor nerves." "You mistake, my dear. I have a high respect for your nerves. They are my old friends. I have heard you mention them with consideration these last 20 years at least. Ah, you do not know what I suffer. But I hope you will get over it and live to see many young men of 4,000 a year come into the neighborhood." "It will be no use to us if 20 such should come, since you will not visit them." "Depend upon it, my dear, that when there are 20, I will visit them all." Mr. Bennet was so odd a mixture of quick parts, sarcastic humor, reserve, and caprice that the experience of a 23 years had been insufficient to make his wife understand his character. Her mind was less difficult to develop. She was a woman of mean understanding, little information, and uncertain temper. When she was discontented, she fancied herself nervous. The business of her life was to get her daughters married. Its solace was visiting and news. All right. Are you asleep? That's the end of chapter 1. Important stuff happens in chapter 2. I don't want you to miss it. So that's the end. Have a good night, my love. If you need anything, reach over and grab me. Giant dreams. I love you.